Hi, it's Dr. Syra here, and I wanted to give you an update about what I'm up to and what we're up to at Dragonfly. Um, the easiest way to do this actually is to read you my newsletter. So we have a weekly newsletter that goes out, or not weekly, kind of every 2 weeks. I send a newsletter out to people in our Dragonfly community to let them know what we're up to. And I just sent one out yesterday. And I've been having some questions from our YouTube viewers about, like, where are you? Why aren't you making videos? What's going on? And so I thought this might be a quick chance for me to update you about what we're up to. So as you see here, I am in my new office at Dragonfly Wellness Center in Salmon Arm, BC. We've been here now for just over a year, and I'm just going to get right into the newsletter. So I'm just going to read it to you. It's a letter that I wrote to all of our community members, and I want to share it with you. So here we go. Dear, fill in your blank of your name. Okay. I didn't want to write this newsletter. I've been putting it off, wanting to wait until the pain lessens, until I'm in the right space, until I'm on the other side of it. But I don't know when that day will come, and maybe letting you in while I'm in the thick of it might help. My apologies in advance if you find this a little too raw, a little too long, a little too personal. I suspect we may get some people who drop off the list as they read these words because being real isn't always pretty. And it can be hard to hold other people's pain when you also walk your own path of growth and stretching. To those folks, we let you go with our love and hope you find community that fits with what you're looking for. It's been hard to find the words to tell you that this summer has been one of goodbyes. Over the last many months, Dragonfly Wellness Center has welcomed new people to the team, expanded our reach, and grown as a practice. In the midst of it, the core of four, Monique, Texas, Faizan, and I, have been going through our own personal growth and looking deeply at who we are, what we stand for, and the kind of work that we do in the world. As we have sifted and sorted through all the possible ways we might move forward, many things have dropped away. But before we talk business, let's talk personal. We had to say goodbye to our family dog this past Friday, and my heart is breaking. I was never a pet person and really didn't get what all the fuss was about. We actually agreed to get a dog because we thought it would help one of our children who's an animal lover and who was going through a rough patch. We decided to adopt an older dog with medical issues who was slated for euthanasia to give her a safe haven in our home as she lived out her final days. We loved that she was quiet, well-mannered, and didn't need too much from us except regular walks, food and water, and petting. And the petting was something I found quite surprising at first. Attention is a basic need for dogs. She would get as distressed from lack of affection as she would from lack of food. I know people say bonding and connection is essential for mammals, but my eyes were truly opened as I watched how attention and affection helped this sweet, loving creature begin to heal. Over the course of her first year with us, Baby, yes, that's the name she came with, lost 40 pounds of excess weight, eliminated all her medication, and reversed her medical conditions. We used to say that she was aging backwards, and everyone from the neighbors to the vet was shocked at how quickly she claimed her second lease on life. Though she was expected to live only a few months, she was with us for almost 3 years to the day. I was told by veteran pet parents that when it was her time to go, she would let us know. I wasn't sure what that would look like. Would she pee on the rug, refuse to eat her meals, disappear into the night? My answer came through an incredibly gifted cranial sacral therapist and animal communicator. We set up a family session with Brie Anaka and learned that Baby wanted to spend the summer with us, but we could all see she was struggling in her physical body. I decided August 30th would be a convenient time to say goodbye, and we started thinking about how to make that happen. On August 9th, I was eating my breakfast at the table, and Baby was sitting in her usual spot between the kitchen and the living room. And halfway through the meal, she like locked eyes with me, and I felt her speaking in my heart for the first and last time. She said, I can't wait. I can't wait till the end of the month. She also told me she wants to go how Grandpa went, surrounded by her loved ones with all the intense ceremony of a traditional South Asian Ismaili funeral. I did the math, and her next appointment was coming up. The vet agreed to come to the house a few days later. The goodbye ceremony was profound, filled with traditional prayer songs and family, lots of tears and incense, and on the other side, an empty spot where she used to sit. The grief has been hitting me like waves on a rocky shore, violent and unhinging, with me in a tiny boat hanging on for dear life. I know that this pain will pass, and eventually I'll think of her and smile instead of cry, but like my good friend Texas keeps reminding me, we must honor the end fully so we can move gracefully into the next right thing. I have mourned many loved ones over the last few years, but somehow losing our dog hits a bit different. The other dog walkers in my neighborhood seem to get it, and maybe you will too if you've ever lost a furry friend. It's not something we get to take bereavement leave for, even though for many of us our dogs are more than family. Each routine is impacted, from my morning wake up and walk to checking on her through the day to car rides. Nothing feels quite right without her, and nothing I think, say, or feel can fix this. So now for the business goodbyes. The days of Dragonfly Wellness Center are coming to a close. We've decided to shift away from one-on-one client sessions and concentrate instead on growing Dragonfly Academy, which is the education and transformation arm of our vision. This shift allows us to have a wider reach and be more flexible in how we get the messaging out. So the physical location in Salmon Arm is going to remain for now, but we'll kind of be reimagining it to accommodate our in-person courses and classes and retreats, with the focus on expanded states of consciousness through various modalities. There's also going to be a much larger online presence and reach. So what does this mean for you? Well, Texas, Monique, Faizan, and I will continue to drive the vision, but all the other practitioners will be wrapping up with their contributions by the end of September. We'll be sending out another note in a few weeks about how to stay in touch as they move on to their next adventures, along with information about our new beginnings at Dragonfly Academy and how to stay plugged in. Texas and I are continuing to work with individual clients for now, but this will also change in 2025 as we get busier with the Academy courses and workshops. If you'd like to support our growing vision, please let people in your world know that we're strengthening our circle and would love to add them to the mailing list if they're interested in expanding with us. They can send a quick note with name and email address to info@dragonflywellness.ca to be added. That's info@dragonflywellness.ca. So that's the update. Any love and support you can send over in the next few weeks would be warmly welcomed as we close one chapter and prepare to start another in life and at work. Warmly, Dr. Syra. So that was our newsletter that I sent out yesterday, and just to let all our YouTube fans know where we're going and what we're up to. You will be seeing more here. I know it's been a bit quiet over the last few months as we rejigged and reorganized and decided what's what. There's a podcast that will be coming and some new videos that will be coming out. So give us a couple of weeks to get the wheels grinding. And if you're interested in joining our community and our membership, which will be coming out in the next couple of about the fall-ish of 2024, we just stay posted. The best way to stay in touch with us is our newsletter. That's where all the updates happen. So if you want to join, info@dragonflywellness.ca. And that's the update. That's what's happening here. Talk to you next time.